Oh man. Um, what's up, man? so, so, Leon, why you taking all the camera, man? So I made some more changes. Uh, I updated my exercise workout. I found out some more things. Uh, I picked back up on my fitness and nutrition certification. I haven't touched that in a while, so I I passed another exam yesterday, and I'm on my last section now. But I came across um, certain. Uh, I was studying my certification, and I was going over a section that was basically going into fitness testing, like different types of fitness tests. And one of them was as a matter of fact, I'm gonna have to show you. So Leo, one of them was I don't even know where to post my. Hold on, y'all. So there was one test where it was like it's like this, where basically I put my hand right here, and then my other one come back, right? So your hands, that's called I just forgot the name of it, and I've been knowing it this whole time. It's called the scratch test, where it checks out the flexibility on your shoulders. So you got to do them both. So I can do this, right? But watch what happens when I switch it. Now you see, it doesn't work. It doesn't matter where my hands are. It matters on how my forearm is angled. So what that means is a few things. One, the rotator cuff muscles is it's weak in that area, or like it's too tense. I need to loosen it up. It can deal with my bones as well because we've seen my X-ray, right? My posture is messed up, so uh, but it really comes with the pain in the shoulder. But what I also realized is like if I'm really paying attention, I'll feel the muscles like right here in my triceps. I'll feel it right there. Like that gets really tight as well. And there's certain stretches that you got to do to loosen up those areas where when I started doing it last night, my 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 arm came up because I'm not able to touch my shoulder blade when I reach behind my back. But when I was doing those stretches, I was able to slowly come up. So um, I need to work out and like stretch my shoulder and build the rotator cuff muscles. I had to look online and see what muscles is in that area. And you learn about adductor and abductor. Adductor, this is where terminology come in because I had to learn that also. So and there's so many words and terminology. I'm not gonna act like I know it all, but ad is like pertaining to, and ab is like away from. Like somebody's abnormal, they're away from normal, they're not normal. So that's what that is. So adductor muscles is the muscles that help you move your body or move your parts closer towards the body. So like me holding this phone right now, right? If I was to push the phone away, then that's considered that's considered abductor. If I bring the phone towards me, then that's considered an add because those work two different muscles. So the muscles that help you bring things towards the body is adductor. So with the exercise of me putting my arm behind my back, that's coming towards my body. So those are adductor muscles according to the rotator cuff. Like, so you got to look at those muscles. So I need to stretch those muscles in my shoulder, which really you got to work out the whole thing. So if you're going to work out adductor muscles, you also got to work out the abductor because those are the counterparts. So basically, I just got to do exercises for my shoulders, to help me build the rotator cuff muscles. And so I got shoulder muscles, workouts and stretches that I have to do that I added. And then I also, I learned more. I also took that same terminology and looked at my hips and see what muscles are those, according to what I got to deal with. And, it's a combination with your glutes and even your core, especially whenever you turning, you know. So it's just a lot. I did a lot of research these last few days, man, just to really get a good foundational understanding. And of course, with my knee. So my main exercises that I had drew up for me is going to be requiring my shoulders, uh, my hips, and my knee. Now, when it comes to the hips, of course, that can be the upper thigh muscles, and then, of course, my abs and my lower back. All that is connected. So, um, I would say lumbar, you know, uh, workouts with cervical. So I'll say core and pelvic exercises, shoulder exercises with my neck as well, and then my knee. Um, of course, when I'm doing these exercises, I'm going to be touching my calves as well as my chest because I still got to make sure I do my chest muscles because my back is overstretched, which was causing a lot of back pain, which is why I had bought this back posture. I don't even think I showed y'all this. Hold on. Where is it? I just had it. What did I do with it? Here we go. I think I showed y'all, but let me put it on. Trying to make sure that okay. And you gotta pull these to tighten it up. So this helps with my posture. You know what I'm saying? Um, so of course I could just stand here, but when I tighten it up, you know what I'm saying? It helps my body stay up. And that works for me being a truck driver because, you know, sometimes I find myself chilling and then my chest will come in, which means I'm overstretching my back muscles and this needs to get stretched out more. So if I work on my chest more, then they'll open up and expand and that'll help my back come closer together. So I don't, because having a lot of upper back problems, I thought I kept needing to stretch my back. No, my back is overstretched. I don't need to be stretching my back. I need to be working out my chest. So, you know, um, and that goes to push-ups, which will actually be me working on my abductor because I gotta push away. But by me pushing away, you know, that's I mean, it's still going against the gravity, which means that my push-ups should probably be more slower, where I actually control how I come down slow, so I can still get that tension on those muscles. So I don't need to be doing quick push-ups. I need to be like fully extended and then coming down slow. Maybe even doing some shorties every now and then, but I don't think I should do a lot of those. But I mean, I could be wrong. Probably wouldn't hurt. But what I do know you know, because by me doing full extensions, I'll be able to really push on my triceps, and those the muscles that I need to work on, which they're tight. So I really need to be stretching those, which I got some. That's actually what I forgot to do. I need to look up some good tricep stretches. I got one in mind, but I want to see if there's any other ones that I haven't thought about. But yeah, so I started. I scratched my entire last two workouts that I created, and I wrote a whole new plan where I actually had to do a warm up, calisthenic, and then weighted workout, and then a cool off. Reason why I did it and I got my workouts organized in that order is because, coming to find out, weighted workouts are actually a good thing. They're too much of anything is bad. Like too little of something is bad. So there's a balance that actually needs to take place, and that deals with aerobic and anaerobic exercises. Aerobic is whenever there's oxygen involved, and anaerobic is whenever there's no oxygen involved. There are exercises that doesn't really use oxygen, like weighted workouts. Whenever you're using weights, those are considered anaerobic, just like stretching. Stretching is considered anaerobic. And aerobic is more so calisthenic workouts, you using your own body weight and cardio, you know, walking, running, jump rope, which I can't do no jumping exercises, but there's other cardios to do besides jumping. So, um, going, paying attention to the level of intensity, you know, adding more pressure and then cooling down, or warm up. You know, my warm up is really just me trying to loosen up my body, you know, shoulder rotations, you know, neck rotations, trying to get my neck loose, do, you know, shoulder raises, you know what I'm saying? Just simple exercises like that. I got a couple. I don't know it all by heart, but I got it written down, and I have to study the order so I'll be able to not keep on having to go through my phone and look it all up before I go into the next one, because I'm going to go back into how I used to work out, which I found out was actually working for me, which explained why I was in so much good health when I was younger. When I was working out, there's different types of workouts too. Um, I call it speed workouts, not because I was rushing, but because as soon as I got done doing one thing, I went straight into the next one instead of counting 30 seconds or 60 seconds before I recover, and then do like, let's just do, let's say, 3 sets of 10 for push ups, right? Instead of me doing 3 sets of 10, taking 10 push ups and then taking 30 seconds to rest, or a minute and then doing another 10, no, really just jump into a good amount of reps, whether I do, you know, seconds, like put myself under seconds, like come up with a, like how many push-ups I can do in certain seconds, but I gotta do them right. You know what I'm saying? So which means I'm going to be starting off small, but I'm gonna be doing it correctly. So let's just say, for simple conversation, I do my push-ups for 30 seconds. After I do as many push-ups I can do in 30 seconds, instead of me counting 30 seconds to go into the next workout, I just jump straight into it, because each workout is jumping on a different body part, working on a different muscle, and that'll give me the energy and the oxygen enough to make sure I can complete my task versus burning a lot of energy on doing constant reps on one thing. I could just get it done, get it done, get it done, because I got to work out these systems, you know, for starting off, you know. So yeah, so basically that's what it is. So my warm ups and my calisthenics is going to be the beginning stages, where my warm up is first, and then I pick it up with the calisthenic workouts. Then after I do those two anaerobic exercises, then I jump into the anaerobic with the weights, which I got a medicine ball and even resistant bands. You know, because I'm adding some kind of pressure from things that's not coming from my actual body. Like, you know, there's some tension there from using an outside source instead of free running my body. So I do that, and then I can end the cool off with me doing some stretches. So that's what I'm going to be doing. It helped me learn a lot. I'm glad I learned that what is that called? It's not with an A. App Paley scratch test, but it's really just if you just look up scratch test with the scratch shoulder test, then you'll see what that is. And I didn't even know that that was a problem. I didn't even know. So I'm gonna show a couple things. I'm gonna have to go live next time I exercise, but I'm gonna just go live on my Instagram. Uh, so I'm gonna put my IG in the description. So that's the latest update I got for that. The second update I have is I learned about I I got a little curious, um, curious George. Um, Going still trying to learn more new things about this vitamin B12 deficiency. Learning about the 4 stages of that. I'm in stage 3, which is going to be a buildup of homocysteine in the blood, causing neurological disorders. But also it reduces the amount of white blood cells that my body is having, which is not good. I can't detox without it. And it also decreases the amount of red blood cells that my body makes because I'm making larger red blood cells, which is an abnormal growth. Abnormal red blood cells don't last long because they don't receive the proper amount of nutrients that it needs in order to be healthy. And your spleen is responsible for, you know, getting rid of old, damaged, compromised red blood cells, so your body can make more, and then and you got more lymphocytes in that area as well. So, looking at what can happen when these enlarged red blood cells can constantly keep going into the spleen, that can cause the spleen to have an abnormal growth, and and that's not good at all. It's a domino effect of things. But long story short, man, um, it can kill you. Uh, so I started looking up what herbs just to see what would pop up. What herbs is really good for the spleen, just to get some basic information so I can have a good foundation to understand it, so I can look further into something. And I seen turmeric, which I got that. Cinnamon, I got that. Astragalus, I got that. And ginger. Ginger happens to be mentioned a lot. Uh, so I want to incorporate ginger now. Uh, and it's crazy because when I look at I don't have no place for ginger tea. I already got my teas set up already. I mean, unless I put ginger tea inside of my lymphatic tea with my elderberry. But if I don't, I'm gonna probably juice it. But if I juice it, that's gonna be cucumbers, green apples, celery, turmeric, ginger. What that sound like? What that sound like? The ones that know. It's I've been it's that viral video. I didn't want to copy and just jump into ginger because somebody said it. All of my research that I've done have led to me using these things to where I had to investigate and see what it actually does, which is why I started using it. I didn't want to just study ginger just because somebody else is using it. None of my research led to ginger. Learning about the spleen led to ginger. So um, I find myself coming up with the same juice, because as far as the cayenne pepper, I mean, I got the powder and I still got kiwi in mine. So, it's just rich in vitamin K according to what I understand, and I definitely need that. It's either that or I jump back into the rosehip powder and put that into my alfalfa mix, which means I have rosehip powder, alfalfa, cayenne pepper powder, um, Oh yeah, with my new update, astragalus, then I can do ginger, maybe. Like, yeah, it's so many different ways I could do it. Cause on days where I'm not able to juice anything, then I still got my other two powder mixes that I came up with. My original vitamin C powder mix, and then my nervous system rebuilder powder mix. So on days I'm not able to juice, I still take each of those powders and put it into my water, which I'll just juice a lemon and have a whole lemon juice inside of a bottle of water, and I'll drink multiple bottles of water a day with the lemon in it. But oh, honey also was highly recommended. I still got I still got this, the Manuka honey. So I was like, okay, you think honey and lemon water will work? That sounds like it may taste, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna start putting the honey in with my lemon water whenever I'm not able to juice, and I put my powders inside of that, and I got the cinnamon inside of my powder mix with the cascara powder, cinnamon powder, clove powder. Clove was mentioned also, so and I think wormwood. So I got all that stuff, what I'm saying. So um, now that I found that, and I get paid tomorrow, I need to. Well, I won't know what I'm actually gonna get because I kind of lost track. But tomorrow, no, I already took care of it. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna be buying my dehydrator, and um, when I get my dehydrator, I'm going to start buying berries and dehydrating my berries and turning that into a tea. Um, it's so many things. I haven't stopped. I just, I'm multitasking, or should I say quadruple tasking, so my research is a little slower, but I'm knocking some things out. I'm going to get back in it. Um, I'm almost done with my certification. I'm about to, I don't know if I said this, but I got my other online university courses that I'm taking for my biochemistry degree, but I got to take some regular classes first and build up my GPA before I can get started. But nonetheless, I got that started. So yeah, that's pretty much my update. I'm going to, next time I get a chance to go live, next time I get a chance to do a full workout, I'm going to actually go ahead and try it out and see what happened. Hopefully I don't burn myself out with these 30-second workouts. I may have to drop it down to 15 seconds just because my body is starting from the bottom for some things, and we'll see. Uh, so, but yeah, that's the update that I want to give y'all, man. So, thank y'all for watching.